Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us. Middle of the week already. It's absolutely flying over, isn't it? Wednesday is here and it's a day lots of you have been waiting for. A very exciting day for us here at Crafters TV. 3 fantastic shows coming your way. With it being a Wednesday, we've got Beautiful Beginnings coming up a little bit later on, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern. Great show for you newbies. We always say in that show, particularly, if there's any question that you kind of thought to yourself, oh, I don't really want to ask it because I think it's a little bit simple, a little bit silly. That is a great show to jump in and ask those questions on because it's kind of built for you as a beginner, but also great as a show to kind of jump in and get a reminder on everything. We've got an amazing masterclass coming up for you from 2 o'clock this afternoon as well, 9 o'clock Eastern. And of course, here on Wake Up Call this morning, we preview everything that is going to be coming up on those 2 shows. And it's a very exciting day. I know if you've been following us on our social media over the course of the last week or so, you may have a bit of an inkling why it is very exciting today, because we welcome to the team, welcome back to the team, a wonderful lady who I've known over the course of the years that I've been within craft, and I'm sure you guys know her as well. If you don't, you are going to grow to absolutely love her because she is such a super talented lady. It is the one and only Sheena Douglass. How are you?
Bless your cottons. I'll come back if you say more stuff like that. I like it. I'm good.
Always like to give people the big build up, and it's so lovely to have you here.
I'm loving it. It's really cool. I think I'll settle in all right. Yeah, I'm liking it. Lovely.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of people will know you. I mean, for those who don't, I know a lot of our US viewers are very excited to welcome a new face to the team. What can we expect from you?
Probably not. Right, so here's a little backstory, right? So this is the kind of thing. This John, who I've known a long time, who manages all the stuff behind it, he said, so Sheena, on the counters, we kind of try to keep it a little bit cleaner, not everything out, a little bit tidy. I said, John, do you know me? Hello. Because I am that crafter. So it's going to be messy. I'm going to try and keep it, you know, a little bit at a time, but then we have a plan. That's the other thing. We always have plans, and then very rarely do I stick to them. Mm-hmm. Because you get inspired. You kind of bring things in and you go, oh, I could do that then, I could do that. And I forget that I'm on TV or we're broadcasting. So all I'm going to say is I'm going to be crafting with you. We're going to have a laugh. We're going to get messy. We're going to just enjoy it. That's the essence of what I want, is I want to enjoy our time together.
That's it.
Get creative.
I think you come to the right place actually, because you guys can tell Sheena in the comments as well, because we have a laugh here, don't we? We have a bit of the old hashtag bants, we have a little sing and a dance, and sometimes things don't go quite to plan. You know, a bit of crafty improv I think always works here, and it's quite nice. And I think, again, I always look at Wednesday, Sheena, as I said, we have Beautiful Beginnings later on. Lots of newer crafters kind of jump in, and the kind of things, the kind of way you like to craft, I think inspires not only people who've been doing it for years and years, but also great for beginners as well.
I love a beginner, because when I teach workshops, for example, there was a tendency to say, like, this is a beginner workshop, an intermediate or an advanced. Not with me. I think if you've got the right product, which, hello, tick, we've got them. If you've got the right instruction and you've got the right encouragement, because it's all about, you know what, it's mostly about belief and just relaxing, having fun, giving it a go. Doesn't matter what level, where you're at. Again, I have no inner monologue, so I'll be telling you everything that's in there. You know, so if you're more advanced, just filter, let it go. But it's there for people who want to start from scratch too. Yeah,
and we all start somewhere, that's the thing. And if you are a newbie today, do feel free to give us a little bit of a wave in the socials. Give us a little heads up and we'll give you a mention. And obviously you've been crafting for a few years as well, Sheena, haven't you?
More than we're going to talk about, Ben, thank you very much. Yes, moving on. Yes, a long time. I thought I was moving on.
Stop.
Yeah, no, had enough of that one. Anyway, so, well, I was lucky enough when I was really young. My dad was a printer, an old type, you know, letter set, you know, the old type printing. So I used to get all these little offcuts of cards. So it was always there for me. And I was always encouraged and bought art materials, the good quality stuff, the good stuff. And so I learned to draw at an early age. So it's been all my life. But professional crafting was 17, 18 years or so.
Wow, okay.
And yeah, I was with crafters for 9 years. and then away for 5 and a back.
Welcome home. It's marvellous, isn't it? It's so lovely. And as I say, a lot of you will know Sheena already. If you don't, you are going to get to know her and get to love her over the course of, well, not only today, but for, well, you're here, aren't you, for pretty much every Wednesday going forward?
Every Wednesday, forever, I think, yes.
Forever. And ever and ever. And today, obviously, you're going to be crafting a lot with our products, but you've specifically chosen a few of the bundles today, kind of bundles that are going to work with your style of crafting, right?
Yes, and you know what was lovely? Because for the past 14, 15 years, I've been using my designs, things, ranges that I've designed and created. And it's really lovely to go back to where you guys are and seeing a product for the first time and getting a connection with that, not from the concept stage. So it's a different mindset. So that's what I've enjoyed. And also thinking, oh, I like that. Oh, I could play with that. So that's exactly what I've done. I've cherry-picked things, especially the stencil bundle. You're going to love that.
Oh yeah, we're going to be
bundle's fabulous.
Having a look at that in just a few moments. Thank you. I've never seen so many comments come through this early on a wake-up call. We'll just read a few. Karen Powell says, good morning, Sheena. This lady is so inspirational and talented. Aww. I cannot wait to craft with you, Sheena. I love this lady. That's Karen Powell.
Oh, thank you.
Terry Anderson, one of our regulars who's over in the US, says, good morning from Ohio. It's very nice to meet you, Sheena.
Nice to meet you too.
Val says, hi Ben and Sheena, welcome back Sheena. Don't let them restrict you too much, laughing emoji. Be yourself, make a mess and let's all have fun, says
Yay.
Val. Sandra says, Sheena, you haven't changed a bit. If anything, you look younger.
Thank you. Oh, yes, more of that. Thank you very much.
Sandra Evans says, welcome back, Sheena. I love your stamps. Jill says, I'm a messy crafter too. I was loads of hellos. Linda says, good morning from Dudley. Jill says, good morning, Sheena. Liz R says, hi, crafty friends, Ben and Sheena. Jan is in from Ravello in Italy, saying, hi, Ben and Sheena. It's so lovely to see you again. Oh, there's hellos from all over the world
here.
Thank you, everybody. Carolyn saying, welcome from Florida. Linda Harvey says hello. Brenda's excited to see you again. That's Brenda Blackler. My goodness me, I have never seen so many comments come through. Alicia Gordon, good morning and greetings from Arkansas. That's Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah, no, I quite like it. Arkansas.
Yes. Yeah. Sheena, welcome back, says Alicia. Good morning, says Candy. Welcome back, Sheena. Good morning, says Lynn from a sunny but chilly Isle of Wight. We'll do one more because we're going to be here all morning otherwise. Sweet Tim says, hi, good morning from Chesterfield to all around the UK. Good morning, Ben, and welcome back, Sheena. I think it's safe to say that everyone's excited that you're here.
Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it because I've been a bit nervous.
Yeah.
I was a bit nervous, but once I'm in here and I've got my crafty stuff out, it's great. Good.
That's the thing though, isn't it? Like, you know, I remember when I first started here, even though I'd done like crafting TV, I was super nervous. It's almost like being the new kid back at school, but I know you were in super early, about 8:30, weren't you?
Oh, yes. I could have been in 2 hours earlier, but I thought they wouldn't let me in. Yeah, I was there. I was keen. But I'm one of these people that, you know, I want to get everything set out, and then once I've got everything there and the stuff I'm playing with, it's good. We're gonna play. It's gonna be great.
We're going to have a lot of fun. As always, we're live and interactive. If you want to get in touch, if you want to ask any questions, get in touch on Facebook and indeed on YouTube. Just worth mentioning as well, on the website, our April Showers event continues. We've still got up to 50% off selected stamps and dies on the web. You'll see it, whether you're at .com.co.uk or .eu. Just click on the April Showers page and you'll see all of the relevant deals come up. But we are already very busy, and as Sheena's mentioned, she has chosen a 7-piece collection, this stencils set. It is a lovely choice of stencils, actually, bringing you lots of different stencils from lots of the different collections that we brought you recently, like from our Colour Your World collection, which I know has been super popular, and those stencils that we brought you fairly recently, where you get the big stencil, you get the icon and the border stencil, and there's a few of those within this set as well. So it's actually it was a 7-piece collection in total, but you get more than 7 stencils within it. Should be £51.93, $65.65. Platinum price is £28.79 or $36.76. So many of you already jumping in for this, and a nice way actually, if you perhaps haven't tried stencils before, used stencils before, to really get into these. And it's a lovely selection, and as you'll see, more than 7 stencils, because here in this set, the Art Deco, you are going to get 3 stencils. So you get your big 8x8 stencil included with those beautiful Art Deco shells on. You've then got your little sort of border strips as well, and then the icon that comes with each and every one of these, and you get these 4 times over, so you're going to get your swirls and flourishes included in there as well. I think we've got 1, 2, no we haven't, no we're all good. You've got your swirls and flourishes in there too. You've got your spots and dots included as well. So once again, your larger stencil, that smaller little icon, and then you've got that beautiful border. And by the way, if you're looking for beautiful inks and items that will go through these stencils, we have got plenty on the show. Hit the shop the day button to find out everything. Peacock feathers included in here too. And then of course, wouldn't be a collection, would it really, without the butterflies. So you've got your delightful butterflies included in there as well. And then that is not all, because we've even got the beautiful stencils from the Colour Your World collection. So those stunning balloons. We've got the beautiful bubbles in there too. And then you've also got within that your beautiful, I think one of the most stunning butterfly stencils that we have done. All of those included within this bundle for an incredible price of £28.79 or £36.76 if you're platinum. And just worth bearing in mind that if maybe you are a little bit stuck with your stencils, you're a little bit lacking in ideas, by the end of the day, boy oh boy, you are going to be going away with so many ideas, your brain is going to be busting. A quarter of the stock already of this stencil collection has gone. We are 13 minutes into the show. Tells you how busy we are. By the way, do get in touch and let us know if you're watching us for the first time today. If you're here because of Sheena and you're watching Crafters TV for the first time, we would also love to hear from you. A few other items that you might want to pop into your basket today, and then we'll get on to what you're all here for, seeing all of the crafting. We've got all of our Royal and they're definitely Royal and Lang nickel 5-piece, not a Lang nickel. I don't know what a Lang nickel is. Definitely Lang nickel. Oh, I've said it now. Lang nickel. £6.39 for your 5-piece brush set there. $9.56. I tell you what, I had enough problems yesterday saying plaid pads. I don't need anyone to throw me over with the names of brushes as well. But those are on the show. We've also got a card collection for you too. I think this is all right. 110 sheet collection where you're going to get our fantastic white multi-purpose card. You've got 60 sheets there. You've also got the matte black card included in there too. And also our Centura Pearl in black, which you don't see very often. It's absolutely stunning. And all of that is included for just £15.99 platinum, or $19.99. The next bundle is our stamping tools collection. This is back in stock, and by the way, you will have to go quickly on this if you want to grab it. Our amazing must-have stamping platform, the 8x8 with the magnetic base. We have less than 50 of these to go round. That stamping platform went out of stock, I think, a couple of weeks ago on a cartload show. We've literally managed to pull some in from elsewhere in the business, so if you've missed out on that recently, less than 50 of those to go round. With your square blending tool, it's a rectangle, plus the replacement brush heads. You've also got your sponges and your misters in that bundle too for £27.19 or $43.19. There are so many comments coming through. I thank you so much for these. Good morning, Ben, and Sheena says, Mary, welcome back, Sheena. I'm over the moon to see you. I've got loads of stuff from you. I bought from Crafters Companion. Thank you. Karen Rawlings says, this is where I go broke. Thanks, Sheena. And Alison says, first time watching Crafters TV. This is all thanks to Sheena. And Linda Harvey also saying, first time watching today, following the lovely Sheena Douglass. It's brilliant, isn't it? Because obviously we're going to have a lot of our regulars watching who Sheena will be new to, and then we've obviously got lots of you who are new to Crafters TV because you're here because of Sheena. So it's going to be a fantastic day. Comment away, ask those questions. We're super busy. I'm super excited. Where are we going to get started, Sheena?
I can't tell you how excited I am. 6 live hours.
I know.
Crafting.
I know.
Of crafting.
It's going to be amazing.
We know I can talk through all of those.
Yeah. I'll go on.
So what I thought, Ben, was we could have a little play with things that I come back to time and time again. This is where I am absolutely in my element. This I created and I shared on my Facebook page, and you've all been loving it. It is just exactly the kind of things I love to play with. It's the stuff I've started to play with way back when and still keep coming back to, because like a grocery cupboard, a well-stocked grocery cupboard, I believe if you stock the good basics in there, they're the foundation that you peg everything else onto, and I'll explain as I go. And the basics that we're going to start with are the water reactive ink pads. So we're going to keep breaking this up a little bit, just to let you know there's a little bit of the stencils in the back. We're going to create a background with the ink pads. Yeah. Then we're going to have a little break, a little breather, a little break, and then we're going to come back, we're going to do some stenciling and give it that depth, that layered look with little tips and tricks, Ben. And then I'm going to show you how to use, this is a stencil, but we're thinking of the stencils not just as a stencil. We're going to get value out of these, like absolute, like you wouldn't even believe, because they can do so much more. I love to think outside the box. I like to get a product and then think, what more can I do with it? And if you're a beginner, stencils are so cost effective. Yeah. Great way to start. And you can, the size of a stencil, for example, is so much more affordable than if you try to translate that into an acrylic stamp. The price would be way higher. But with a little bit of tweaks and tricks and things I'm going to share with you, you'll be able to use those as you would a stamp. So good value for playing. And that's what I would like to think of. So we'll start with a little bit of inking. Excellent. So I've got some of my card, my stamping card ready. And this is important that you get a good quality card. And obviously it's a good quality card, which is fantastic. It is, yeah. Perfect. I've got a couple of tricks as well to tell you that we can share, that if your card isn't as good as this, if you've just got some hanging around, you think, I want to use it up, but it's not playing as nice as I could do. Yeah. I'll show you a couple of tricks to make that work easier for you. And so next thing, we're going to choose colours, and I'm going to go with that nice purpley aqua-y colour. And if you choose colours that, if they blend and merge together, won't create a brownie mud kind of look. Yeah. That's a good way to go to start with. So we're going from a dark kind of teal colour to a spring meadow to ocean. That would be a really safe way to go, because anywhere those colours overlap, they won't create, it's the opposite of the colour wheel, and I hate thinking of the colour wheel. It gets too like, oh, you're not going to look at a colour wheel every time you start to play, but there's just a couple of things to know. Yeah. If they clash, they're going to make brown. But I am going to introduce a little bit of the this gorgeous Back to the Future. Yes! Hey! Oh, I see this fitting right in already. I have all the references. There's nothing else of any value in my head. She's done her homework. Lyrics, films, I'm fine. I'm here. So, and I'll show you how we're going to work with that as well as we go. Yeah. Next thing, the next choice, Ben, is what are you going to use to blend? Now, I have to say, my little heart sang when I saw the bundle there. Oh, yes. Because I cherry-picked everything in that bundle. I didn't realise it was a bundle with the applicators, with the stamping platform, with the little blending tools. That is amazing, that bundle you were just talking about. Do you find that you use a different applicator or tool for depending on what you're doing? Absolutely. Yeah. And also you'll find some things may suit you and some things may suit someone else. Whatever you get used to. So we'll give them all a little bit of a test run. Yeah, okay. So I will start with this this blending tool here, the rectangular one. Now the benefit of this one is it's the size straight away. Yeah. You're going to get a lot of colour in fast, and it's good for linear application. Yeah. There's some really cool ways you can make a landscape by just strips of colour, for example. We'll see if we've got time to do that. But let's start with this one. Now, what I would say with these colours, when you're using colours and mixing them, always start with the lightest colour first, the colour that you don't want to get muddy and murky, if possible. And you're going to put it down in big clumps. Don't think impressionistic. We're not going Monet or Monet. Monet. And Renoir. Or Renoir. We're going big and bold and chunks of colour. Yeah. And what you'll find is when you start blending, it's always can be a little bit patchy to start with. Now, again, I've got a tip and trick with that, with a little bit of glycerin, that if you want a kind of diluted but blended look with that, we can come back to. But that's what we want. Once you start getting enough ink on there, you'll get a nice good blend. And to be honest, with this background, I'm not even that worried about getting it dead smooth because we're going to mess it up anyway.
Nice.
So, which is great for a beginner.
Yeah.
Now, I've been doing this for a long time. Back in the day, we started off with just a little bit of foam.
Okay.
Yeah, the brown mat and all of that.
Yeah.
And, and things have advanced. So we've got choices now on what tools you prefer. And it's great because, you know, again, it's like, you know, one thing may suit one person, another may suit someone else. So what I'm doing is I'm deliberately making big chunks of colour, and see, I'm just keep applying. And once you get that saturation, that's where you get that smooth pop of colour and that blend. But I am blending out a little bit because I want to transition where we're going to add a little bit more colour of a different colour. So that's that one. The other thing I like about these is they can be quite cost effective because you can actually get another colour on the other side.
See, now I never thought of that, so that's why you've left that spare.
I would probably, if I was doing that, I'd keep like maybe the fuchsia on one side and maybe plum jam on the other. So that if one mixes into the other a little bit, it's not going to have a massive impact. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to pop that there, but I will splash out as it's my first Wednesday.
Why not? Celebrate your first Wednesday. Get a new one on there.
I'm making a good show, first week one. And I'm going to now go in with this gorgeous, this spring meadow.
I noticed as well that, I suppose it shows how good our ink pads are, that you're not like having to really sort of pad down on them. It's just a little tap, isn't it?
Ben, seriously, you know what, here's the thing. I'm always about quality and then cost for me. That's the way it is. These ink pads, you've got everything, you've got both. The quality is top notch, and seriously, I would buy these ink pads, and you know me, everybody who's followed me for quite some time, I would buy these ink pads over any other ink pads.
Wow, okay.
That I would.
High
and then
praise.
when you look at the value, they're just, well, I was with Crafters when these launched.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was fantastic. And you know, seeing Leanne with getting them, you know, developing them and bringing them out was like, yes, thank you. I'm so happy they're back in my life. Can't tell you. But yes, absolutely. Everyone, you know, if you're not familiar with these ink pads, people who are new to, you know, Crafters TV, seriously, take my word for it.
Yeah.
They are brilliant. And the colours are stunning. The colours are really, really lovely. And that's the other thing. You know, you want usable, blendable, you know, because there's colour as well in crafting and card making. That's important. So just carrying on, just, you know, having a bit of a blend and forever talking, Ben.
And then this is where it's quite nice as well, because it's, you know, it's messy crafting. It's not, you know, as a newbie, you might sort of think, oh, there's lots of measurements and where you've got to be very specific. Initially, you might get quite nervous, but this looks very sort of mindful in the sense that you don't have to think too much, really.
Oh, Ben, I can't measure. And thinking too much also, you know, like that, that swoosh that says, just do it.
Oh, yeah.
In my head, the swoosh says, just don't think.
Just don't think.
Doesn't lead to much good most of the time. I try to avoid it.
That in life in general.
It's just too much to ponder, Ben.
Yeah.
Just have a play. Just get your pretty colours out and have a bit of a play. It'll all be good.
Yeah, just a few more messages whilst we're watching you. Margaret says, welcome back, Sheena. You've been so missed.
Oh, thank you.
Michael Nugent says, hi, Ben and Sheena. Big tip for you, Ben. Be careful in case Sheena bursts into song.
Oh, seriously? Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it. They've been doing well so far.
You've come to the right place if you love a sing-song. I've already said that.
Oh, Ben, it's terrible. I have references in my head all the time with a song reference. Everything leads to a song
Well,
reference.
here at Crafters TV, if you feel the urge to, you know, like normally you've got like your inner voice which might sing or say something, feel free to just blurt it out, to sing it out. You may change your
mind, Ben.
To dance it out.
You all heard it here, though, so you've got Ben to thank.
Yeah. That's right, though, isn't it? You back me up, everyone watching. You know, we're all one big family here. If you need to sing or do like a terrible joke, for example, you're happy to do that here.
I'm in the right place, Ben.
You are absolutely in the right place.
Absolutely. So you see how this blue, and when I'm adding to this fuchsia, it's going a gorgeous dark blue purpley colour. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Now we've got all this colour going on. It's all looking good, and we are at the point where we're almost ready to start doing a little bit of blending. So carrying on like that.
Yeah.
And almost there. See, so this is the thing. This is when you know, when you see things like part done as well, you think, oh, that looks terrible, that'll never blend in, and that's not, but by being able to do it in real time, you can see that it actually, you do just keep going with it, and then, right, we're good. We've got an ethereal kind of a galaxy.
Yes.
Kind of my home planet somewhere in there somewhere. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little trick that I really, it's an oldie, but it's a goldie. Get yourself, we've got all these wonderful tools and applicators, but get yourself a kitchen sponge.
Oh, right, okay.
And cut it up and pull some bits out of it. So it looks more like a natural sponge type thing. It's not a regular rectangle like a brick. And then you are going to put a little bit of water on it, okay, and squeeze most of it out so it's almost dry. Yeah. And then just gently hit or tap or just make contact with the card. And what you're doing, and see the way I'm moving it around, I'm moving and turning. Depending on how wet the sponge is and how light or heavy you are with the pressure, you're already creating a really, really cool background and easy. And this is one of those ones that it doesn't, you don't get lucky 1 in 10. You get lucky every time because it's not like it's just a simple process. Sometimes it's like, if you've planned to line this way and then you do that and then you stand on one leg and you hope for the best. You'll get a good background. But not this one. This is seriously that simple and it looks that cool. What you can do to make that look even cooler, pop that out the way, is, and then we'll have a little tidy up Ben after that. Okay. If you bring your sparkle pens into the mix, your overlay here, the pack of 3, which I love. Now this was there in my day, back in my time. Back in my day. In my day, where you had sparkle pens. Aye. Back in day. And these were, and I loved them. This was the one I would say, if you're going to get any sparkle pen, if you want bling on anything, of any kind, of any style, clear overlay sparkle pens, absolutely perfect. That's what you're looking for. And you get 3 in a pack. You do. So you can put 1 in your box, 1 in the craft thing, and keep 1 for, for later. And what you do is literally, if you haven't seen these before, let me show you how they work. You are going to get in the box first of all. You've passed the first test. Oh, you've opened the impossible box. Well done. Well done. Right. So what you? So this is mine. We're okay. I'm already started ruining this egg. So what you want to do is give them a good shake. Give them a good shake, and also very important when you store these, store them on the side, because they've got a solid in them. Right? Yep. So if you store them face up, you imagine there's a little bit of space there to agitate to get all that stuff moving again. Whereas if it settles on a long area, when you do that, it mixes up much quicker. Yeah. So you're going to do that. You're going to take that off there. You're going to take this little ring away from there, and then you're going to screw that onto there. Okay. And then continue shaking, and then give them a squeeze, and then you'll get to the point where this one, which has already been primed, but every time you use it, shake to wake it. Shake to wake it. Shake to wake it. And then you're going to, I'm going to actually squeeze a little bit out. Okay. Look, I'm squeezing it onto my mat like that. And I'm going to pick up my sponge again. Look. And we're going to go over again with the bling element. Now you can pop that where you want. You can brush it on, of course, because it's a brush pen. But if you want to have that more ethereal, abstract, gorgeous background with that lovely bit of bling here and there, and this is it. You've used a foundation product, which is the water reactive ink pads. If you're a stamper, you're going to want them, seriously. That's it. That's your foundation. That's you build the stuff on there. And then little bit of a small investment upsell really with a sparkle pen, and there's so much you can do with that. But then you've got this, and let me see if I can, and it's usually more blingy. Oh, you can see it. Look at that. And that's the start of what we're going to play with. And do you know what that technique as well is? Whilst it's very achievable for everyone, it's like every time you'll get something completely Oh yeah.
Different, unique every time, won't you?
Absolutely. That's different to the previous one I've done, but we're not done yet. We're going to layer, we're going to make it look even more interesting, but I'm going to tidy up a bit and then carry on.
Listen, let's read a few more comments whilst you're tidying. Susan says, I always watch Crafters TV, but never comment, but I had to today, as I love Sheena. She is amazing. So welcome, Sheena, and lots of love to you. Sarah Brown says, I'm so happy that Sheena has Ben's sayings in her head, and I appreciate it, as I'm actually in your fuchsia in Melbourne, Australia. Get it? She's in the fuchsia. Welcome to the Funhouse, Sheena, says Sarah Brown in Melbourne, Australia. Yay. It's more like the Madhouse, isn't it, than the Funhouse, I think. Morning from Colorado. So happy to see Sheena on Crafters TV, says Colleen. And our very own Michelle McCarthy. Good morning, everyone. I'm late as usual, but OMG, Sheena is back. And then she says, ah! How exciting. I love, love, love Sheena. And you too, Ben, of course. Thank you, Michelle. You needn't do that.
Michelle.
She's using your water cup as well, Michelle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Michelle. Yeah.
Michelle always spills.
I treasure that water cup.
Oh, yes. Faye Park says, I do remember Sheena singing in the lesson I had with her. That's from Faye in Raynham in Kent.
What was that?
It doesn't say what you were singing, but you sang in a lesson with her.
Yeah, so. I do. It's kind of... I think it's song, I think it's notes, but not really. In my head, it sounds great.
But yeah, well, yes.
Any of the greats, I'll sing along with them.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not even, close.
You won't be the worst singer here. I can tell you that for nothing. Sonal is just asking what card you used again to do that technique on.
It was the stamping card.
The white multi-purpose card, is
multi-purpose, that is the one, thank you.
Yeah.
I know everything I'm using, but I may not quite have the right names yet.
Okay.
I'm getting good with the names. We're looking for something that hadn't been invented this morning, weren't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, yeah. What did you call them? The crazy?
Sparkly inks.
Sparkly inks or something,
No, that'll be the Shimmer.
We'll muddle through together, you and I, today. It's going to be one of those days, I think. Sensational Sky says, Sheena is another Debbie Robinson. Thumbs up, cool.
Hey, I'll take that. I looked at Debbie Robinson, cool with me.
Awesome technique with a sponge, says Christine. I prefer that to sprinkling from a brush. And Jan Wright says, first time watching Crafters TV. Welcome, Jan. She says, I've been following Sheena for over a year. She's such a talented artist. This is a new sponge Sheena is using, but where is Brian? He's normally the star.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't mention Brian. Oh. I snuck out without Brian. Right, so Brian is a sponge that's been with me for quite some time, but he's got a little bit, it's gone to his head. Oh. He's a bit of a diva now. And it's a sponge that, now, this is Trevor, right? And Trevor's looking much more healthy than Brian. Brian he's lost his little bit of scour a bit there, and he's just like about a tiny little bit. He's a shadow of what Trevor is.
Right.
But he's at home, so again, I was making a good impression, so I brought young Trevor out.
Right. Good old, Trevor's not let you down so far, is he? Trev.
Trev's, look at this, this is great. It's going to get a lot worse than that.
Trevor, safe hands. Brian's at home watching. No doubt, because Sheena's here every Wednesday going forward, so no doubt Brian, well, you might get Brian in on future.
Oh, I'll bring Brian, I'll have to.
Yeah. Sorry, all Brian fans.
Worth not bringing him in.
Catherine just says, OMG, this first demo is so far out of this world. Sheena Douglass, the legend, is back, says Catherine Folder. Julie says, fabulous background, so many Sheena fans watching. Jean Rowland saying, what a fabulous effect. And Julie Turpin, I'm loving this today as well, because not only is Sheena back, we've got loads of new viewers. Never watched Crafters TV, says Julie, but I've tuned in for our Sheena, the lady that got me into messy crafting, my craft hero. I'm so glad to see her back on here and giving us more great products and tips and tricks. Julie says, you go, girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And Carol McDaniel says, lol, I love that Sheena names her sponges. She's fitting right back in, isn't she? Right back into the madhouse. Right.
Fantastic. Shall we carry on?
Oh no, I've got a few... I see I've chatted on far too long. Sorry. It's all the love coming in. Shimmer ink pads, which are hugely popular and have been flying out the door ever since we launched these back on birthday. I think probably the easiest thing to do is if I show you all of the colours that you've got first of all here. All 10 of these back in stock, remember, sold out in record time on birthday. I think they then sold out a further 2 times, and then we got them back in stock at the start of February. All of these gorgeous colours here, great for your embossing, great for your blending your colours and your layering as well, and they give you that amazing pearlescent sheen and shine to them. 10 colours, your toffee apple, your peach rose, your queen bee and lime soda, you've got your frosty mint, your raspberry, sugar plum, amethyst, the starlit sky, the tropic blue. £43.13, £57.53. Just worth showing you one of the ink pads as well, because you can see the way that these have been designed, ergonomically designed, so they're going to fit in your hand nice and easily. So when you're using these to go straight into your cardstock, you can get those big, bold sweeps, and then you can really get into those more intricate parts as well with that sort of teardrop effect that you've got with that fine corner there. And just worth showing you, because we don't always show you this actually, the little swatch book that we've got here, just showing you like some of the different techniques that you can do with these, you know, creating your own background washes, doing your faux bleaching effects, all of these things that you can do that you might think about doing with your water reactive ink pads, you can do here as well. Drop colour there onto your watercolour. You've then got the ability brilliantly to go through your stencils. So, you know, if you're picking up that stencil set today, which Sheena has specifically picked for you, think about grabbing these because they're going to look great. Again, using your embossing folders in a different way with that letterpress technique. Of course, 10 colours, but you can obviously mix these so you can create your own custom colours, so you're not, again, just left with sort of 10 colours. You've got many, many more. The salt effect in there, bringing in, you know, items from your kitchen to do all these techniques with. Blending colour over your embossing folders. Here again, another effect that you can do, just stamping with your inks and then drawing the colour out. There's so many things that you can do. They're a lovely set of ink pads, these Shimmer ink pads, and certainly if you have already bought these, you might think about potentially going for these individually and stocking up on the colours that you love the most, but grab them whilst you can because they're always super popular. Look at that again, just stamping and then spritzing. And one more for now, this one again, watercolouring with your inks, picking up the colour from your glass mat, which you see a lot here. Really lovely technique to create some stunning effects with those Shimmer ink pads. $43.13 or $57.53 is the price on those. And then we have got your bundle of, or your flip markers. And these are incredible, right? I'm not going to pretend that I sort of know how these work because I don't know the science behind this. All I know is that there's some, well, I don't know because that would be a lie, but there's fairy magic in here. There's some kind of
they're amazing.
Hocus
I've got
pocus.
some cards under here. Shall I show them when you've done
I tell you what, if you get those out, I'll quickly wiggle the boards as well to just quickly show you. So the flip markers, depending on how the light hits them, you get a different colour. It's absolutely immense how this works. So you're going to get the 2 packs here. So this one is your Cosmic Wonder. As you can see, I find it always hard this side of the studio to catch the light, but look, there you go. There you go. Look how the colour changes depending how the light hits. So you've got your Comet, your Nebula, your Eclipse, Cosmos, you've got your Galaxy, and your Lunar. Oh, we're definitely going over the Sheena in just a second. Boy, oh boy. You've then also got in there your Natural World. Give that a little tilt. That's it. It's your full collection. You've got your Sunset, your Moonlight, Rainforest. You've got that gorgeous Prairie. And then you've got your Marine and your Reef in there too. And then alongside that, we're going to give you your acrylic paint markers in the Essentials. And once again, these are brilliant. You've got the gold, the silver, the black, and the white in there. Pretty much, those will take to anything that you want to apply them to. I think it works out that you actually get those for free within the bundle. £23.98. $31.98. Let's have a look because Sheena's got some finished cards over there with the flip markers. I mean, they are magic. I mean, they're not magic, but they are magic.
They really, I was speechless, Ben. That's saying something.
Wow.
Because I imagined a bit of bling, and I could not remember the name of them this morning when we were talking about them, could I either?
No.
You know, those crazy cat markers.
Crazy cat markers.
Crazy cat markers.
I like that name.
That'll be the flip marker, Sheena. And so, you know, I like to, it's good that I'm in this position where, you know, I haven't been told necessarily what they are and what they do. I'm discovering with you, which is a good thing. And what I found is that it's like a permanent pen base. So it's like as if it was an alcohol, so it doesn't blend, it's not water soluble. But on the top is this amazing bling, and it is stunning. It is so intense. Yeah. In fact, shall I do a little quick impromptu dem?
Oh, why not? Let's impromptu dem it. Come on.
Yeah. So, right, okay, I'll show you how cool they are. Isn't that gorgeous? So what I thought, straight away, the pack of acrylic pens appealed to me.
Yep.
Because what you want is you always want a good white pen in there. So you've got a good thick white opaque pen. So for your highlights, for clouds, for things we'll be doing, playing with that in the masterclass, we'll be using them. You've got your metallics, silver and gold, which is a good traditional one for layering. Instead, if you haven't got mirror card or you can't be able to cut mirror cards, you've got a regular piece of card, even just going around the outside for your matte and layering, so you're not using your expensive mirror cards. Great for that. Black acrylic, again, fantastic for silhouette creating. So if you've got an open stamp that you think that would look good as a silhouette, this is the one to colour in with. That will blank that out completely, Ben. So you can make any stamp really dark black silhouette. Yeah. Some of the inks are sometimes still transparent, but with an acrylic marker, that's not going to happen. So good worker set to have. But let me show you these little, these fabulous things here. I've got them. These are mine. They're in my little jiffy bags there. So if, for example, I was going to create a little scene, for example. Let me show you what they're like before they're activated, if I've got one that isn't, and then I'll show you how that works. We'll start from the very, right, there's one. So before they're activated, there's nothing there on the nib, yeah? It's clean and pristine, yeah? So what you do is you're going to give them a good shake again, because whenever you've got anything like glittery, solid, in with the liquid, it's not going to mix, it doesn't dissolve. That's why we love it. It's going to sit on the top and look amazing. So give it a good shake. Always do that every time you use it, and always store them on the side. Yes. Always store them on the side. Don't store them on the end. Again, just so that it disperses whatever is in there really quickly. Oh, hello. Got me out. I got a bit excited then. so what you're going to do then is pump this little thing here. Just squeeze it down, and look, there you go, straight away. Yes. That's coming out there. Right, isn't that fantastic? It is, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm pop that to one side, get another bit of cord, and let me show you a simple little thing you can do. So if you wanted, for example, you don't have to draw for this, if you wanted to create a little pretty scene and you wanted to make some little wildflowers, for example, in the front of this scene. Yeah. So you're going to flick, you see, you're ticking, you're doing a darker at the bottom, you're doing lighter at the top, and you're letting go. So all of a sudden now we've got a grassy foreground. Yeah. Yeah. Easy, like that. And you're just going to continue like this. Loving this. And then we've got, so that's really simple, but you've got that amazing bling as well. Yeah. And then you take your other colours, and if you take your, say the blue, for example, if you've got the other sets like pink or purple, and all you're going to do is just do little ticks like this along one of them, just little ticks along one of the things, and then you're creating really pretty little foliage without a stamp. And this is honestly, just give it a try. Even if you can't, if you think, well, I can't draw, never drawn, can't do it. They're just little lines at the coming off that centre thing there, and you've already got a really pretty little. Even producer Johnny thinks he can do this. He says one big green line. Thing there. It could be lavender. It could be lavender. Yeah, it does look like lavender. Yeah, and depending on the scale of it, it could be, like foxglove or whatever. If you make it look bigger, simple like that. You can do little tiny little other maybe flowers with little dots and things going on. Just have a little play with these, and again, not drawing. We're just doing little tickies out from the middle. Yeah. And you've got little orange flowers now to go in amongst there. So for, the spring, I was going to say Easter, but it was a bit late there, Sheena. Yeah. Only a few days. But, spring, summer, little things that you can pop along the base of a card. Simple as that, but the bling on them is unbelievable. I could not believe the intensity of glitter in these. Absolutely fantastic. So simple as that.
I absolutely love that. Isn't it great as well just to get a quick little improv demo in there just to show you how these exactly work. Absolutely fantastic, and that's what you're going to be seeing from Sheena over the course of the day today. Every Wednesday you'll be tuning in to join us for more hints and tips. Every Wednesday forever. Once you're in, you can never leave. Again, we're locking the doors now. A few more comments coming through, and I just want to show you these pads from yesterday. Debbie Robinson is in. She says, "Oh my life, the brilliant, talented, and I want to do it in her accent, and the most uber loveliest of ladies is back where she belongs. This gorgeous lady is where I learnt so many of my techniques from, and I'm thrilled and delighted and cock-a-blinging hoop that Sheena is back. I can't wait to see you again, lovely lady, says Debbie Robinson. Hopefully sometime soon.
Absolutely, definitely, Debbie. I'm sure we'll have a good catch-up and,
yes.
and a coffee.
Love you too, TV Hubster, says Debbie. I knew she'd get it in. Love you. Aloha to all the new viewers, says Corinne. Welcome to the Crafting Ahana. Angela says, lovely to see Sheena on Crafters TV. I'll have to watch the whole programme later when hubby is out. Maria says, huge high five, everyone. Maria here, Sheena's singing partner.
Oh, yeah.
Maria Cooper.
Bless. Yeah, you know, yes, Facebook Live. Well, there's nobody to tell us it shouldn't be done, Ben. You know, TV, no, don't go there. Don't. It's not nice, you know. But when we do Facebook Live, you know, we haven't got a responsible adult present. The dog sometimes barks to say, please don't sing anymore. But we ignore her.
Well, I mean,
we're
here.
Happy.
Huh?
We're happy.
That's it. That's the main thing.
We're happy.
I think you'll find as you get back into life here, you'll just relax and learn to kind of not worry and do your own thing. I tend to just sing, dance, tell bad jokes. You know what? Talking of great teachers, because Sheena is a fantastic teacher, as you're going to find out. It reminds me of a teacher I had at school called Mrs. Turtle.
Mrs. Turtle?
Yeah, strange name, but she taught us well.
Oh, no. Oh, nobody warned me.
Just laugh, Sheena, and you'll be...
That was the tumbleweed.
All right. Tumbleweed?
Yeah.
It's outrageous. Quick, we're going to get back to Sheena's demo. Just before that, is a great joke, that. Come on. Quick look at the paper pads. So your blue and blush pastel plaids, yes, so this is the bundle that we had yesterday. 72 sheets, you're getting in total 36 sheets in each, and you still get the 100 bonus points that we had yesterday. Jump in on these if you have maybe already bought them, you're thinking potentially that you want more. They are absolutely gorgeous. A lovely selection of colours. This was sort of like Craig's baby, if you like, really. He was, saying that we didn't have much in the way of plaid when it came to kind of our paper pads. So he envisaged the pads like this, not potentially in these particular colours, but I think they absolutely work beautifully. And you know what? If you are someone perhaps who's looking for some papers, particularly for more masculine projects, you've certainly got some really wonderful designs in this set. 36 single-sided sheets, but in a way that is quite nice, because I know a lot of you will buy paper pads sometimes and then not use the pads, because when they're double-sided, you don't want to use them because you see it as like, oh, I'm wasting one side. Here, they're single-sided, so you can come in and use these to your heart's content. And you can see across all of the colours that we've got here, you've got your blues and your greens and your purples, but then in this pad, again, you've got your more sort of oranges and peaches and purples in here, and pinks, which take you, I think, right throughout the crafting year. If you think spring and summertime, even in here, you've got some more sort of darker, richer oranges for your more sort of autumn hues as well. But both of those pads you're going to get within the bundle. 72 sheets in total with 100 bonus points. For those of you who are new today, by the way, and you've never shopped with us before, go to the website. If you're in the UK, it's crafterscompanion.co.uk. US is crafterscompanion.com. Hit up this, you'll see this link here, Club Inspire, at the top of the website. Join Club Inspire for free. You don't have to pay, there's no annual subscription, anything like that. So if you're brand new today and you're thinking about buying something, sign up today. It's free to do. There's never a charge for it. We'll give you 20% off your first order, so you'll pay this price here, and you'll also get 250 points to automatically make you a bronze member, where after your first purchase, you'll be saving 5%, then you move up to silver, you'll be saving 10%, up to gold, 15%, and once you become a platinum member, you'll be saving 20% off every purchase. There's full details about the club on the website, but if you're new today, sign up for free, make a purchase, and get 20% off. And in this instance, you'll get an extra 100 bonus points into your Club Inspire account. These aren't on Shop the Day, I've just been told. So if you do want to get them for now, just search for the plaid pad. You did that on purpose, Johnny. Plaid pad. And then you'll see these. We will get these added to the Shop the Day page a little bit later on. Right, so many lovely comments coming through. I'll read more in just a second. This has been the busiest wake-up call for a long, long time. But let's get back to Sheena's demo. When we left, I think we just finished the little background, didn't we?
We did. We did this really pretty quiet and understated like myself, Ben.
Oh, exactly right, yes.
There you go.
Hardly even notice it.
Isn't that just stunning? Those sparkle pens, you know, they're fabulous. They're just brilliant.
Can I just say very quickly, I hate to interrupt, the stencil selection that Sheena's popped together, which she's using the stencils from now, we were a quarter of the stock gone, 70% of the stock has gone. What are you doing to us, Sheena? You've been back in 50 minutes and already stock is flying out the door. Johnny's just told me that he's making phone calls now to get a backup bundle sorted for this already. So if you want this stencil collection, 70% has gone. Just fair warning for you there. Sorry, Sheena, back to you.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you, everyone.
Wow.
So what I've done, Ben, is I've very quickly now taped.
Yeah, craft faster.
Yeah, really quickly, using the low-tack tape. Again, you know, I was just amazed at how many more products and how you don't let the grass grow at Crafter's Companion, do you?
No.
In those years I've been away, those 5 years, amazing things that I would buy and I look for, and I always look for, and including for when I'm painting, when I watercolour, you need to go low-tack tape, you know, to tape around the outsides and then remove it. And it's nice that it's clear instead of using a masking tape, because then you can actually, it doesn't clash with the colours, it doesn't mess with your colour scheme. You can literally see, you know, you haven't got a blue or an orange or a green interfering with that. So I've used that low-tack tape there. I've got that now anchored where I want it to be, and I'm going to use the dark colour. I'm going to use some Lagoon.
Ooh, yes.
And this is going to put the dark swirl in the background. But I may not use the whole of the thing. So I might use it darker in areas and lighter in areas. And I've gone to those little egg-shaped blending tools now because I want a little bit more finesse and control. So where there's a dark colour, for example, in that corner, I've actually gone to use more of the product of the ink.
Yeah.
So heavier there, and lighter maybe in bits where there's a lighter colour, just because I want it to look a bit more interesting than just an overall flat kind of screen printed
Yes.
kind of uniform application.
And
it'll look more interesting.
Yeah, and as we're seeing from you here, there is literally a use, isn't there, for every type of blending tool. Like you're using the sponges here as to where opposed before you were using the rectangular blending tool.
Oh, absolutely. This is, and again, you know, you might want to use these, you might find these better for just applying the background than the rectangular ones. Just give it a try, you know, try them out and see which one suits you most. Now I'm going to take a bit of that tape off then, see what I've got. Yeah, that's, you see, now we've got it so that it's not uniform, it's not the same everywhere. We've got darker areas, got lighter areas. That's exactly what I want. But how gorgeous is that swirl? It's such a pretty swirl. So that, I'm going to leave that there for the minute. I'm going to pop the top on that, and I'm going to take this bit of tape off and probably use it again. I'm now going to go to the this border stencil. So in that pack, you've got the background, and I should mention as well, when you're cleaning your stencils, don't get overzealous cleaning stencils. I mean, don't get overzealous cleaning, period. I'm not that person. So yeah, you can talk to Maria. That's another whole conversation. You'll have your own for ages. But what I would do is just maybe use a baby wipe on this and just gently clean them. Stencils are so robust, but you don't want to scrub across them because you might bend them back, and then that's how you're going to kill a stencil.
Okay.
So just gently pat them, and don't get too keen. You know, if it's not too bad, then you're fine. But what you get in there as well, you've got your main focal swirl, which is a really cool, bigger, like kind of chunkier version of these swirls. So that can go for a focal point, but we're going to use that in a minute. And you also get this gorgeous border, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to pop this down then. You can decide which side you want up. I'm going to do it that side. I'm going to tape that there. That little bit of tape I said I was going to reuse. Indeed I am. It's there sitting waiting for me. So I'm just going to pop this there.
Terry was just asking, when you were using those sponges, did you dampen the sponges before using? You don't need to.
No, just straight to the... If you, right here, that's really... Oh, did you hear the gravity there? Did you hear the...
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really important point, Ben.
Yeah.
When you're blending with any of your blending tools, right, there is this danger. Not really. It just means they're not going to get as good a result. But if you get a bit of water on your blending surface, right, and you pick a bit up and you try to blend it, I bet you've seen it before, where you get like this dark streak, and you go, where'd that come from? It's because you haven't cleaned the surface and you've picked up a bit of moisture, a bit of water from colouring in or whatever, and once that, what happens there is, instead of the ink sitting on the surface of the card, which is what these are designed to do, designed not to go right into the depth of the sponge, which saves you money. That's the other thing. This is not just any sponge.
Go on. Sounds like an advert, this.
Another reference. This is Crafters Companion sponge. So the thing is these, it's all about, everything's thought of, the ink mostly sits on the surface, which means you're not just draining your ink pad every time you touch it, or you're going to have 2 ink pads. It just picks up just enough to then transfer to the surface of the card. If you wet it, it goes into the core of the card. And that's where it doesn't blend anymore, it's stuck, it's not going anywhere. So again, if you wet your sponge and you do that, that's exactly what your sponge will do as well. We can use glycerin a bit later in the masterclass, or maybe if we have time this hour, we'll show you that. So that's the only thing you would dilute it with to still be able to blend. Right, so back to what was it? Yes, so this one now, we're going to use the, we're going to go dark, we're going to go drama, we're going to use the black this time. Okay, and the black I've got here is the noir black. And I'm going to pounce through there because I do want this pretty dramatic, this band down the side here. Okay. Just pouncing away. And so it's all about, you know, when you buy a really lovely backing paper, which seriously, the backing papers I've got my eye on as well, Ben. Oh, I've got a whole mental shopping list going on.
Have you already? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So when you get a good backing paper, you don't necessarily dissect it and look and see what makes it lovely. But then you look again and you look closer, and often it's because of it's layered. It's got levels of interest. You know, maybe have an overall pretty colour, but then it's got like a full bleached pattern within it, and then it's got a stronger layer pattern, and then it's got a layer on top of that. So it's all about adding and bringing interest to it. Right, so we're nearly done with this one before we move on to the butterfly stencil. When
you're crafting like this is a question out of interest. Do you have like a sort of an idea as to what you're going to create, and then you improv along the way, or is it majority
I have an idea, Ben, and then I start it, and then I go, oh, what if? Oh, and I go this now, and I try that, which is why I've usually got many plates spinning at a time. Yeah. And I think that's the good thing is I have to have my stuff out to see it, because then it triggers me kind of creative imagination on what I can do with it, and that's how good things are discovered. You think, wonder what will happen if I do this. But saying that, it's like when you learn to cook. If you learn how to make a basic sauce, you learn what ingredients go well with each other. Yes. You know, what should never meet, what should never, be in the same dish. Yeah. It's the same with crafting. If you, for example, I love to use water-soluble products, so anything that, like this reactive ink pads, fabulous. More often than not, they're all going to play nice together, depending on how you mix them and how you use them together. And so that means that you're going to have more of a chance of success if you understand the product. So that's when you're ready to play with butterflies.
Do you know what? Has anyone else seen this? It's about just be me. So from being quite ethereal and being very sort of like otherworldly and out there, that now, but the fact that you've sort of drawn the eye in by creating that border, I'm underwater now.
Yeah, it could be, yeah, absolutely. It's suitable to change the colours. All you do, this could be seaweed. You could, instead of doing that,
that's what it looks like kelp.
If you use this along here and just did so many from the bottom and multi-repeated it, had some longer bits, shorter bits, change it to maybe more of an aqua, maybe lost the pink, maybe. Yeah. And it would be a fabulous under. And this is how you make the stuff you've invested in look amazing, look so much better, because to me it's like I'm talking about paper crafting, like as if you were doing the village play. You know, you've got your A-list celeb, you know, whoever thinks that in that village is the star, Vesp. right? So that's going to be like your focal point.
Yes.
And they're all about them. It's all about the colour brighter, the line sharper. Look at me.
Yeah.
And then you've got your supporting cast.
Yes.
And that can be the other elements that you add there. And you know, but they're not ever going to be as bright and as shiny as the A-list celeb. They're the B-list. And then you've got your stage dressing, your set dressing. And that's what this is. This is your set dressing. You've created a stage, you've created the set. Now we're going to bring in the actors in the form of, there you are.
Well, no, not me, Johnny, not me. Isn't that a brilliant way to describe it there? It's all sort of like fitted into my tiny brain, nice and easily there. Lorraine Benitez is saying, hi, I'm new to Sheena, but I'm absolutely loving her demos. Thank you, Sheena, for all the inspiration. Christine Mahoney says, yes, it looks so pretty. I don't know if I would have ever added black, but now look at it. It's so beautiful. Corinne says, perfect for making my ocean/beach themed cards. I love this. Maria saying, if you've never crafted with our Sheena before, grab a pen and paper quick. So many top tips from this ridiculously talented teacher. True that. And Pamela says, what a fascinating demo. Wow, can I just say, I know you guys are here for the demos, you're here for the inspiration, but I've got to tell you, the deals are disappearing. I know you can get, honestly, I've been watching like this. And then I have to realise that I'm actually doing the show with Sheena right now, and I need to update you on the stock of the stencil collection. Limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means it soon won't be seen. We've gone from 25% of stock gone to less than 10% of the stock gone in the space of about 45 minutes. Sheena, you might not know that little catchphrase there. Johnny says, so when it goes limited, so I go, there's green on the screen, which means, and then it soon won't be seen.
Okay, go on then.
Okay,
I'm ready now. Okay, go on then.
Johnny, edit that bit out, and we'll edit that. Okay. Right. Right there. What's that, Johnny? Oh, wow, unbelievable. I cannot believe it. We are now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means...
it soon won't be seen.
Yay! Yes. Less than 10% of the stock remaining. This has flown out. I'll quickly show you all of the stencils that you're going to be getting here. It says a 7-piece collection, but you get far more than that because you double up on your stencils here from the Colour Your World collection. That beautiful heart and that butterfly are in one pack. You've then got your bigger 8x8 double pack with the beautiful bubbles and then the balloons in there as well. And do you know what? Like Sheena was saying, stencils are just so craftable. So many different things you can do with them. And look at the inspiration you're going to be picking up from all of the demos that you're going to be seeing today. And then these collections, again, really new. The delightful butterflies. You get your big 8x8, you get your border, and then you get your icon within each and every one of these. So 3 stencils per pack. These ones we've actually done with our glitter paste, which I think sadly are out of stock at the minute, but there's still plenty of beautiful inks that you can be using. You know, all of the great items that we've got on this show as well. Shop the day today to see all of the wonderful ink pads, those shimmer ink pads as well, which are going to look beautiful through these stencils. But look at all the designs from the peacock leaves to the bubbles, the swirls and flourishes, which Sheena's been using just now. And then you've also got in here that beautiful clamshell, that Art Deco finish. So in essence, nothing like a 7-piece collection, far more than that for just £28 or £28.79 or $36.76 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. And don't forget, if you are new to us today, sign up to Club Inspire. You won't pay this price if it's your first purchase. You will pay this price here. So many comments coming through. We are going to take a short break. Any more comments and questions, fire them in, and then we are going to come back for the next part of this demo with Sheena. You will miss nothing over the course of the next 3 or 4 minutes, but you will miss out on this if you're not quick. Go quickly. If this is in your basket, you need to be heading to the checkout, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Just catching up on a few of the comments which have come through. Carol McDaniel, loads of you loved when Sheena revealed after to use the black. Loads of you love that effect. I love how it's stunning, adding that black look, says Carol McDaniel. Michelle says, OMG, that background is wow. Sheena is a genius, isn't she? My flabber is garsted, says Michelle. This is Sheena at her best. That's our Michelle, yeah. Judy says this is Sheena at her best. Christine Mahoney, Sheena is fitting right in. Hayley says, I'm loving this. Sheena is mesmerising. I can't wait to go create some gorgeous background papers like this. It's one of my favourite things to do. Donna Yam says, welcome Sheena. I'm so excited to see how to use these stencils with something other than the glitter paste. Well, you're going to see lots of that today. Loads of other ideas for you. Another Christine says, hubby up. I'm going to put this on in my bedroom TV. Yes, I'm tired of holding my phone and wearing my earbuds. I think I saw a comment from you earlier, Christine, saying that you don't like to watch it on the TV in case hubby sees prices and stuff and knows the spends. Sue Brown says, my first time with Crafters TV and I'm loving it. Well, thank you. In the words of Arnie, I'll be back. It's great to see you, Sheena. Oh, that wasn't in the words of Arnie. Great to see our Sheena.
I think he said it once in a film.
I think he did, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
It's great to see Sheena. She's great. Come on. Get back to the demos. Megan says, I love it, Sheena. Love messy crafting. And Janet Grace says, wow, Sheena has just opened up my mind with that piece. And a very very amazing comment which has come through from Terry, one of our regulars, who says, first time watching Sheena, she now has her own folder in my YouTube library and I've saved this show. That is praise indeed.
Thank you, Terry.
Well done.
Thank you.
Just a quick one, if you want to go for the Royal and Langnickel, yes, 5-piece brush collection, £6.39, $9.56. Very busy for those today. Have a little look at those a little bit later on, but everything on the show, hit the shop the day button. You will see everything in this show and indeed everything coming up later on for you in Masterclass. That's 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, and then this evening, Beautiful Beginnings, 6 p.m, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. For those of you who are new to us here, those are our regular show times. So in the UK, 11 a.m, 2 p.m, 6 p.m, and it'd be lovely to have you right throughout the day, Sheena's with us on all of those shows. Just as a quick by the by, the plaid pads which we showed you are now on the Shop the Day page, so you don't need to go and search for those individually. Right, let's get back to these stencils which are limited. What are we doing next, Sheena?
Well, I thought we'd do the star of the show. We're gonna use the butterflies as the A-list actor.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
So we've got the background here. We've got that looking really cool and very pretty. I'm liking those colours. But what we're going to do is we're going to come to the butterfly stencil set now. And so you've got the background, which actually we're not going to use on this one. It's a gorgeous background, but we're not going to go there because we use the swirls for the background. We're going to use the main star of the show. There's all gorgeous butterflies here, which also could be the star of the show.
Yeah.
You could cut them out and they're big enough to do that too. So all of those shapes. But what we're going to do before make it the focal point, we're going to give it a bit more stage setting, a little bit more. So I'm going to pop that there and I'm going to use the black ink again, because what I want to do is create a look of a bit of drama behind it, kind of a dropped shadow kind of look. So by using the black ink, I'm positioning it where I'm going to pop that butterfly eventually, and just pouncing through again with that the noir black water reactive, and getting it really nice and strong line there. Nice and bold, like that. And then we've got, that's where my butterfly is going to sit. Now the next thing, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fill that in a minute, but the next thing we're going to use, actually back to the swirl, which I've put back in there, I think. Is it in there? No, bear with. Okay, it's here. Oh, there we go. Got it. It's all good. Panic over. Yay, there you are. Yeah, no, everybody's like, yeah, we didn't even like listening. It's like, everybody stand down, it's fine, it's okay. I was like... Right, so we've got that there, and I'm going to make that like a swirl. It's like carrying that swirl of wonderfulness with it.
Oh, yes.
So again, now we can make this, try it and see if you want it darker. I'm thinking would look dark, cool, darker at the base, getting lighter. So by pouncing harder, like more, kind of more, kind of squidging the sponge a bit more there, and then lighter at the end. Then you've got like a little, it kind of fades out a bit. So it suggests it there, but it's not quite as intense. Right, so now I'll pop the butterflies over there. Okay. And I'm going to take some of my ink and I'm going to splodge some on my mat there. And then I'm going to use, get this, the Royal and Langnickel brushes. Can you remember, if you were a certain age and you're British, there was a public information film, and it was a little cartoon of a bloke and a lad and his cat, and it was, Charlie says, and Charlie sounds exactly like, that's exactly what I hear every time I say, it sounds like the cat. Because you can't say it fast, especially on air. From now on, this should be known as R&Ls.
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 I like the Charlie and cat brushes.
Charlie says,
never go anywhere with anyone you don't know.
Exactly. Can you remember? Yeah. The cat was brilliant. The cat knew more than the kid.
Yeah, Charlie didn't know much, did he? Oh no, the kid. What was the kid called? Charlie
I don't
was the cat.
remember. But I know that the cat was Charlie.
It was,
cool cat.
That makes me feel very old, that.
Wasn't it? Well, thanks. Cheers, Ben.
Oh,
you know, conversation.
Oh, sorry, see, we're about the same age, aren't we?
Another conversation. Moving on there, Ben.
What is it you like about the Royal Langnickel brushes?
Well, shall I tell you what? Do you know who put this set together?
Oh, what?
Do you know who put this set together?
Was it you?
Twas me.
Twas you.
Twas me with the pairing with the wonderful Leanne Chivers. It was to go with Paint Fusion.
Ah.
Which, just saying, if you like a bit of the old Paint Fusion, keep watching. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You might want to tune in next week.
Oh, right,
This set, what I needed was a set of brushes that would do everything. If you're only going to buy one set of brushes, it's got everything you need in it. It's got from a small round to a large flat.
Yes.
And you wouldn't use one for the other. You'd use them in different occasions for different things.
Right.
So that's it. So this one set of brushes. It wasn't a set you could pick off the shelf, because you know you can get like blister packs of already somebody's idea of a good set of brushes. Not this one. This is a only here set of brushes. And so yes, very familiar with an R&L brush. So now we've got that shadow, but look, it looks even cool just like that, doesn't it? The black.
Yeah.
You could do a silhouette butterfly like that and just cut it out. I think that would look really cool. But we shan't. We shall do something else. And I'm going to take a piece. So that's ready now to add the next bit to. And the next bit is, where have I put my stencil? See, in a monologue there. I could try to sound cool and not go, I lost my stencil.
He was so organised for about 40 minutes, and now you have done, she has done well, Johnny.
Could be on the floor.
What are you looking for now?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, whilst you're looking, there's loads of comments coming through. I mean, I could read comments all day, to be honest with you. Janet says, wow, Sheena's opened up my mind with this collection. Pamela says, I've ordered this collection before it's gone. That's the stencils. She says, I have a lot of the older stencils and the retro set. Gonna have to be quick if you want to get those stencils. Wendy Thorburn says, I've not watched before, but I've tuned in to watch Sheena. I just want to watch her amazing demos. Stephen says the cutting dies would look amazing with that background. They absolutely would. Just very quickly, we have back in stock less than 50 of your 8x8. In fact, there's 48 of these now. I'll tell you how many we've got. The 8x8 stamping platform. These are brilliant. If you're looking to get a precise, perfect stamp each and every time, these are great. You've got the little spring-loaded feet which line up perfectly with your base. Got the magnets in there too, and these are brilliant for the fact that if you do stamp first time and it doesn't quite work out for you, it's no bother because it's easy to go back in once again with this metric and imperial measurements on the grid. Of course, super easy to use. If you stamped before and made a mess of it, this is the platform to go for. It is just brilliant. Ask any of our team. They've all got it. They all love it. Please jump in and grab it today. If you've missed it previously, we will also give you within the bundle one of our square blending tools. It's a rectangle. You'll get 10 of the replacement heads, plus you'll get 4 of the blending sponges, which you've seen Sheena using over the course of the shows today, and you will get the misters in there too. 4 of those included. All of that for £27.19. It is an incredible buy, or you're £43.19 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. 20% saving, less another 20% if you are platinum. Right, we're all good to go again. Like nothing ever happened.
It flew away.
But
it's flown back.
Yes.
Yay! Yay! So what I've got, Ben, I've got some of this fabulous cardigan, and I have taped the stencil down using that low-tack tape, and now I'm going to bring in the art liners. I love these. Now these are, this is something I would have regardless if it was Crafter's Companion or whoever. I'd have a set of fine line pens, art liners. These are, you'll see we'll be using them more in the masterclass. But they're great to have, and they're great to have for this purpose. They're different sizes. Let me show you. So they start off with a super fine. I think 0.1 is the finest. So, for example, when I'm drawing, when I draw stamps, oh, that's actually over that tape. I would use a fine line for things in the distance or for cross hatching.
Right.
So by hatching, I mean if you want to. So if you draw. Say you draw a leaf, like a kind of you know, that kind of just really simple, quick leaf, right? And you want to have a little bit of cross hatching in to suggest that there's a bit of shading maybe down there, or hatching. You put little lines in. You'll see on the stamps on mine mostly, and what it does is it creates a shadow, an effect of looking like it's dark. If you want it really dark, you would do cross hatching, so it makes it darker again. So that's where these really fine ones, or for something that is in the distance. Now to make that leaf look a little bit more kind of 3D, you could come in with one of the thicker pens. So that was the thinnest. Then we've got this one here, which is slightly thicker, where you can then darken areas of this leaf to make it look like it's got a heavier line. You'll see I weight some of the lines on some of the images that I've drawn. Okay, so that there makes it look like it pops out even more, becomes more 3D. So you've got it going from that to 0.5, which is a bit thicker again. And then it just keeps going up. But the one that is really cool that we're going to be using, oh, I think there was a thinner one. You know what? Oh, start it all again. Let's do all of it. Forget that. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. So there's actually a finer one. I didn't even realise. This is 0.05. This is hair width. This is super fine. Now, you don't always, not everybody makes a fine liner that thin, but Crafters Companion do. It's fabulous. These are great. So the other practical thing is sometimes you'll stamp something and a bit is missing. What we're going to do is we're going to be supplementing. We're going to add leaves and things to some of the stamps later as well, because you can add your own. Use these as tools. These are just tools, and then you can add to them. Now, this last one is really cool. I love this one. Look. It's the brush pen. Oh, so now I'm rubbish at brush lettering, right? I can't do it. I'm even just trying to learn to write better. My writing, you know, I draw for a living, and yet my writing's terrible. Should have been medicine, you know. It's like, you know, doctor's writing, you can never read them, can you? But this is really cool for thicker lines, and we'll do a little bit playing with that later. Yeah. Not just for brush lettering, but that's the set there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out this, maybe a 0.5, and I'm going to draw around. Actually, it might be thinner, because you'll find that you need to go thinner to get through this stencil sometimes. Let's even go super fine. And literally, like you would, like a kid, we're going to draw around the stencil. And the good news is I've already done this once, and I've cut it out. Speed cut. But this is basically what you're going to do. Draw around everything on there, and don't worry if you get a little bit on your stencil. The baby wipe normally does take it off.
So this is going back to what you said at the start of the show, and getting more than you think you ever could get out of a stencil. Absolutely.
And you know what? These are easy to cut. Things that I'm really rubbish at. Well, maths for one, but that's a whole other story. Oh. But cutting out and tying a bow.
Right.
Right, yeah. Usually say that'll be pre-done, because, yeah. But I can cut these out because they're really simple to cut out. So what I've done is I've drawn around that like that, and then this is what I've done. I've cut one out.
Oh, okay? Great.
And then what you can do, it's up to you if you want to add little extra details in here. So if you want to, for example, bring this down like this and bring just a couple of things in, you know, if you look at like the veins on a butterfly's wing, there's all this going on, and then you might even have a little one like that, and a little one like this, and like, you know, this and whatever, just to make it look a bit more interesting. And you can do the same at the bottom like that. Just have a play. Have a play. It's your creation, and you've got now a completely bespoke. You're using this as a tool. This is a tool. This is the stencils are tools, stamps are tools. Everything here. They're not the story. They're the start of the story. And depending on where you're at, mostly with confidence, not ability, because most of us have got more ability than you think.
Yes.
You go to that level. So if you think, right, I'm feeling confident, I've done that bit, now I'm going to add another line on there, I'm going to do a bit more there. You just take it to where you're comfortable with, and then we get to colour it in.
Nice.
And so you've now got your focal point with a really cost-effective way of doing it. And we'll use the shimmers, eh?
Oh, why not? Because we've not seen these yet, have we?
Yeah. So good idea to look at the colours you've got in your background here. Now, if the one I did earlier, if you look at that one, much more subdued, much more kind of, unlike myself, quiet. There, yeah, much more quiet. But this one, that one would be me.
A lot more you, that one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that one's so we're going to have to think of colours that are going to stand out. Yeah, to be honest, the silhouette looks fab on that background. That's another thing. If you go full on colour in the background, sometimes it can be too much colour. Something's got to give some way. So your focal point might be a silhouette. It might be a monochrome version of it, and it'll look really cool. So just think about that and have a play. And also, before you commit to anything, just keep taking photos. Get your phone out and take a picture. before you commit. And then you can swap them around. But let's say we're going to go full colour. Let's go with that one. We'll use a bit of the lime soda. Let's go a bit with that.
These are quite special, aren't they? These shimmering pads.
Oh, they're absolutely stunning. They're absolutely gorgeous. And the fact that they're that shape as well, and so you can get in and just go use directly from the ink pad is really cool. We'll go a bit of, let's just, right, bear with, there's more colours.
Oh, there's so many.
We'll use the pink. We want to use raspberry. There is no plan here for the colours I'm using,
okay.
so we'll just see how it goes.
That's it, bit of crafty improv.
Yeah, we'll just have it again. We're just having a play. So let's pop those ones to one side, see where we get to with these. And then I think that I'm still harking back to that conversation with John. So yeah, it's usually a bit tidier on the
You look like you're having a great time, and I wouldn't worry. I mean, funny, you call him and he appears, but he's not looking in, so you're fine.
So what I'm going to do, so obviously you can mix these together. You can mix, so for example, if you want an orangey colour, you can mix the yellow and the pink together, and you get a kind of a corally colour. So just literally have a play, pop it on there. I think what I'm going to do as well is I want to use a bit of black. I think it needs that black edge to it to make it really stand out a bit. So let me pop this on here. We'll make that as the, I don't think that's going to, yeah, it's clashing a bit, but yeah, we'll change it up. We can make it a bit pinkier. There, just add a bit more pink to it. So just keep it. So it's a good thing, again, this is where we're with the water soluble product, where you can just literally, once you can paint with one water soluble product, you can paint with like any water soluble product. So pop that there.
Do you know what, actually, they're just chatting in my ear how impressed we are already with the fantastic demo. So I don't know if you know or not, I'll let you tell me to stop if you do know. So we have a demo of the day.
All right.
Every day.
Okay.
So in each show, we vote for our favourite demo. So there's 3 demos of the show. At the end of the day, we have a vote for demo of the day.
Okay.
At the end of the week, you know what's coming? We have demo of the week.
Yeah.
And at the end of the month, demo of the month.
Oh no.
So, and I'm kind of thinking you could be in line for one here. Now, I've just realised, let me just have a quick look. You're not yet up on the board.
Oh no.
So you'll have to go up on the board, you see.
Okay.
And then our viewers get to vote for their favourite demo of the show, demo of the day, demo of the week, demo of the month. And then you get stars put up on the board.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm feeling competitive now.
well, that's it. And what you'll find is you'll see a lot of stars to the likes of Debbie over there, and Corinne and Craig.
Yeah.
You'll see Sarah's got 2 up there. She just sticks stars up when she feels like it.
Because you can. Because you can.
That's because she can.
Yeah, my stars.
Yes.
They're in there.
I'll stick them up. Leanne put 10 up the other day because she I can't remember what she did, but she did a really nice demo. She said, "Oh, that deserves 10 stars," so she put those up. But you do have to earn them. But I've got a funny feeling we will need Sheena's name on that board very soon. George is going to sort it out for you, Sheena. So there you go.
Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, I feel I need to have that name up there now. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm mixing a bit of the sparkle and the water reactive, okay? Because you can.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all, one or the other, does it? And what I'm doing as well is I'm catching the edge of this butterfly now to make sure that you don't have that white core card showing. So even though it was cut a little bit bigger, now I might change that up. It might end up where I might go black with it. But if you start with a lighter colour, you can always go darker. But if you start with dark, you can't go light again. Just be aware of that. So always start with your lighter colour and then commit to the darker one if that's what you want to do.
Whilst we're watching you paint, Crafting with Quilling Lady says, Sheena, it's so nice to have you here. I have these ink pads, but never thought of using them this way. You are fabulous. So glad you're back.
Thank you. I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. It was it's a lovely atmosphere and it's perfect. It's everything I think crafting should be. It should be fun.
Yeah.
It should be relaxing. It should be encouraging, and it should be natural as well.
That's it.
It's sometimes with a TV show, it can get a little bit too clinical.
Yeah, stuffy
you know?
maybe.
Yeah, so stuffy. Yeah, exactly. No fear of that here.
No, exactly. And you know, and for those of you who watch us regularly, you know, we are warts and all here. We have a laugh. You know, if something does happen to not quite go the way it should, we show you. You know, if there's a bit of a fail, you'll see on our videos that we do on the little advert breaks that we have. We even show you the biggest fails ever. If stuff goes wrong, we show you so that you know then not to make that mistake. We're very open and honest here, and we are up for a laugh most of the time.
I love that because you know sometimes it's that they can end up better than the one you were thinking of doing.
Oh, the fails.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, happy accidents.
Happy
isn't it?
accidents. I'm hysterical sometimes, but it's good to see how to fix them as well. You know, if you've worked out how to fix it,
yeah.
Or like you say, even just it's gone wrong and you can't redeem it. At least you're saving someone else from going there, aren't you?
That's
you know,
exactly it.
And that's what it's all about. It's not about us for this, it's about you.
Yeah.
And that's the fun thing. Yeah, we're crafting together, we're having a laugh.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. It absolutely fits absolutely right in with my whole, you know, ethos and values within the old crafty world.
That's
which
it.
is perfect. So we've got a pretty little butterfly there.
Lovely.
And we can then decide if we want to make it I think I'm going to paint these blue as well because I don't want that white card showing, so I'm just going to commit and paint that blue, and there's still a lot of ink on there, so just re-wet it.
Yeah.
If you've got a white tile at home, and I know these glass mats are fabulous, it doesn't mean don't use a glass mat, it means if you've got a white tile and you splodge your colour on there, you can put the white tile to one side and you don't have to wipe up all your ink.
That's a great shout.
And you can re-wet it the next day.
Yeah.
And use it again if you want.
Well,
so let me wipe this up.
That's sort of answered Angela's question because she doesn't have room for a glass mat. She has any ideas what I can use for a surface when I'm blending? We do have those little what they're called, the mats. My words have gone now. The little roll-up mats we do have that you can blend on, little craft mats. But tiles will work as well.
The brown one, yeah, a tile would work too if you're for inking on. I used to always back in the day go on TV with a plain white tile, you know, ceramic tile, and then you can splodge all your colours, and that becomes like your watercolour palette, and you're good to go with that. So then you see we can tied in those colours, sort of to mix that, but it needed that bold edge. I should show you one more thing. I'm going to show you one more thing.
Do it.
We're going to dry that really quickly. Yeah. I'm going to dry it. This is a bit boring bit, Ben, so if there's anything you need to say while I dry this, is important it's dry, okay?
I will read. Julie Turpin says, I will read. Bought myself a birthday present. Bought myself a birthday pressure. I think that means present. Present for next week. I got the full stencil set. Yes. I've just dug out last week. I remember when... I don't know what that... Sorry, there's a few... remember when... set and grit paste and inlets to make such lovely retro paintings. Loving it all over again. I don't understand. I think there's a few typos in there, but Julie, you've got the stencil set, which is amazing. Jean says beautiful. Catherine's sitting there mesmerised. Lots of people as well saying that you are showing them lots of new ways to craft, Sheena, which is always nice to hear, I bet.
Oh, fantastic. That's great because that's what it's all about. You know, you've probably got loads of amazing stuff there, and sometimes you forget. It's not about the new stuff, it's the stuff you've forgotten, and you go, oh, you know what, I'm doing that for ages. I would say keep a little recipe book. I've started, of a Sunday now and again, you'll see me with a sketchbook.
Oh yeah?
Now I've got a sketchbook that I've just been drawing for pleasure. But with this one, I'm using stencils, stamps, dies even, for people who can't or don't want to draw. It's not maybe not you're interested in doing it. But then creating artwork from that, like with these art liners, are perfect for that. And then doing different techniques and colouring techniques. So then you've got like a catalogue to go back to. So you can use it as, you know, your own kind of keepsake, or you can use it as a recipe book. So it's a good thing to do.
Amazing.
That's what I wanted to say. Right, so I'm going to go back with this now. When you have something that you want to fit into the background and make it look like it's of that same kind of planet or scene. Sometimes it can be so jarring. How can I say? Right. So there was one a while back. I had a figure, and it was within a scene, and it was standing at the side of the scene, a nighttime scene, and everything was dark on the outside, but this figure was bright in there in this picture.
Yeah.
But to make it look like it's more of that setting, if you take a little bit of the black or a dark colour around the outside, especially the side where it's dark in the background, it makes it look like it's got shadow naturally from that scene, from that background. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so it just gives it, and you see how it's given that a little bit more contouring?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just by going, but this is where you have to make sure you've gone over with that, you've dried it with a heat gun, because if it's wet, you're going to get that splodge of colour again. So we'll stick that on there like that.
Mesmerising. And to think as well, that butterfly all created from the stencil, which is incredible.
Exactly. And I love that. I love that when you can see a good money saver, and especially for people who are new, you know, it could be a beautiful beginning show, because it's a good. Oh, I think I need a little bit more stronger tape there, but you get the idea. Yeah. With that one, maybe it's still a bit damp. And I'll show you what I've done with the previous one. You can see how different they look every time you do them.
Night and day.
You just mix up the colours.
Yeah.
So for this one, what I've done to finish it off, which there's more we can play with, but basically this is where the Sarah Signature collection from Beautiful Beginnings today is going to come in. Mm. I've used the wording from that, I've used the elements from there, and I've given this a little bit of it's a butterfly of love. Yeah. It's got the heart and the gem in the middle. So mix and match them like that. I'm singing On the Wings of Love. On the Wings of Love. That's the one. Jeffrey Osborne. Yeah. 1987-ish. Great song. It was a great song. It was a great song. Yeah. There you are. So hopefully that's given you an idea to play with them. Absolutely fan-blooming-tastic. And that one will be in the vote tonight for demo of the day, which we'll do during Beautiful Beginnings. For those of you who are new to us, as we said, we've got another, 20 minutes or so on this show. Then we're back at 2 o'clock here in the UK, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock is Beautiful Beginnings. So it's a masterclass at 2. Beautiful Beginnings at 6, so do make sure you come back and join us, Sheena, with us all day today, and indeed every Wednesday going forward as well. So very excited. Crafting with Quilling Lady says that effect is already wow. I just can't believe it, Sheena. It's fabulous. These are magnificent, says Brenda K. Tatchell. Sheena, wow. Wow, Sheena. It looks amazing. I love it, says Lynn Morton. Jane Quigley says, that is stunning. Denise Starr says, welcome back, Sheena. This piece is amazing. I'm late to the party this morning. It's 5:30 a.m. here in southern Utah. Betty Gossel joins us from Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. I'm singing. I am. In my head. We're going to have some great shows together. I see it now. Sheena is showing me new ways to craft. Thank you, says Linda Armstead. And Colleen says, yes, Ben, Craig and the whole team always make it fun to watch. We are one big happy family. Hi also to Lynn, who's joined us. Philip, who says, Crafters TV is like a game of tennis. Oh, no. It's on the net and provides excellent service. Yay. I like that, Philip. Welcome, Sheena, says Kathy Green, in the best place name in the US, Mechanicsburg. Thank you, everybody, for all the lovely welcomes and all the lovely comments. Let us sell this out. Is this gone? There's a new catchphrase for you here. So I go, don't scream and shout, but it's now, and then you go, sold out. So the Chosen by I love how we're doing this. The Chosen by Sheena 7-piece stencil collection. It was limited, but don't scream and shout. But it's now sold out. Sold out! Yay! line, please. Line. Sold out, Sheena. Sold out. £28.79, £36.76. You got it. Well done. We are going to try, I think, and put a smaller bundle together, but you have to hang fire for that for now. This is a fair warning for you. We are super busy today. Loads of new viewers, loads of you commenting and watching, loads of you shopping. If you've got anything in your baskets, get them checked out, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. We see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Thank you all for tuning in as well. We've had a super busy morning. A few more comments. To most of us, says Maria, that was a stencil. Sheena's hands, it's art. That's what Maria says.
Thanks.
Sue says, what a lovely way to spend the day, watching our Sheena work her magic. Karen says, Sheena deserves lots of stars. Got to get her name up on the board first. We're not having any of that nonsense before we get started. We know what Leanne and Sarah can be like, just whacking up stars left, right and centre. Got here late, says Paw Prince ×4, but love seeing Sheena. Beautiful, says Linda. Looks amazing, says Karen. Betty says, wow, that looked so intimidating, but after watching it, totally doable.
That's it. Give it a go. Just do it. Great.
And Philip says, Ben, have you mentioned to Sheena about the songs and the joke? But I haven't yet. I want to ease Sheena back in. We want to make sure that she comes back next week. So we'll talk about songs and jokes. I'm not actually here next Wednesday. No, I'm not back next Wednesday. But the Wednesday after, I'll be here. Anyway, the Stencil collection. Our team have been working very hard behind the scenes. We've managed to put together a smaller stencil set. So we had 3 which have gone. We've now got a 4-piece backup collection. So within this set, you have still got your spots and dots, which is the set of 3 where you get the bigger 8x8, you get the border and you get the little icon stencil. You've got that also in the delightful butterflies, and then you've still got the 2 stencil collections from the Colour Your World, which is the 8x8, which is your balloons and your bubbles, and then you've got your smaller 6x6, which is your butterflies and hearts. So that's the smaller bundle. We will have all the details up for that later on. Now, quick look at some metallic markers on a buy 2 get 1 free deal. Dual-ended markers, these, which come in a range of colours. That is a great price today too, by the way. So you're buying 2 sets of these. You get the 3rd for free within the bundle. Rare Minerals brings you your amethyst, your blue topaz, that beautiful jade green citrine, your red garnet and your pink quartz. You then get some beautiful metals in here as well. So all of your golds, burnished copper, antique. You've got your pewter and your silver ingot in there. And then, well, it's like you're getting this 3rd one for free, which is more of your sort of antique elements with that pearl, beautiful satin in there, your tarnished silver, rose gold, aged copper, and then your ancient bronze. So it's £19.18, $27.12. Gorgeous these again, Sheena, and a lovely range of colours you've got to work with here.
Absolutely stunning. I didn't read that. I knew, you see, I'm being honest, I've saw the metallic, like the bronze, the copper, but I wasn't aware of those all pretty purpley, pinky, gorgeous colours as well.
Rare Minerals.
Wow, gorgeous. And there's some fabulous cards here too.
Yeah, look at these.
Look at that. I love this. So it's been used. So this is where there's gorgeous tinted ones for the main element, but this overlay here has been cut out and coloured with the metallic gold, one of golds, and around the outside. This was what I was seeing. This is where I was with them, edging the side of the card. So if you want to do a little bit of a kind of a time saver, cost saver,
yeah,
they're perfect for that. So even just that, they're worth having just for that. That's a brilliant thing to have. But of course, you can take them so much further here. And this one here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and then this one, look at the colours in the butterfly here. It's a stencil. Not lovely?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And these again all water-based, aren't they? So you can do all of the techniques.
Yeah, all the techniques.
Been showing us.
And then we've got this one.
Oh wow.
This. So kind of like a bit kind of nighttime scene. And of course, using them on acetate. Not everything will go on acetate. So that's a good thing, that you can actually go directly onto acetate, so you can do layers and things. And then this one here.
Oh wow, it's really striking on the black, isn't it?
Yeah, with metallic inks. Cool.
Absolutely. £19.18 platinum for that full set, $27.12 if you want to go for that. It's a buy 2 get 1 free bundle. Just to bring back a deal that we had, or a couple of deals that we had yesterday as well, because we had a super duper busy day. The Zippin stores. These proved very popular yesterday. Now, there's 2 ways to buy these. If you go to the website, we do have bundles where you've got the Zippin store with some goodies. However, yesterday it was proving more popular. Those of you just jumping in and grabbing the Zippin stores on their own, and then popping into your basket other items which you might want. These are brilliant. I saw Tiffany talking about these yesterday. You've got 4 different sizes. So this is the large square first of all. if you love your Tiffany storage, you're going to absolutely love these. And I think where these are potentially different to your buddy bags, of course, your buddy bags, you've got that strong Velcro kind of flap with these. These are all zippered, so you've got your double zipper around the top. And also the other difference, just to mention with these, they all come with that solid bottom. It's good to have a nice firm bottom, isn't it, as it were? But this is the large square, and this one, again, what I love about this, it's just a great way to clear up. I mean, you know, normally you would say with these, well, specifically you might want to pop X, Y, or Z in them. But in our square one, it's just a great way to kind of, you know, clear the desk, pop in your items. We've got some of our water-active inks in there. We've got some of our gesso. We've got some of the sparkle inks. We've got some glue, some glossy highlights. Just a great way, I think, to be able to clear up. If you're going away as well, these will hold a ton of stuff, so you can pack so much into them. And once again, as far as the Totally Tiffany range is concerned, it's see-through, so if you've got these stacked up on your shelves, you can see straight away exactly what's in them, so you're not putting stuff away into a box and then, you know, out of sight, out of mind, you forget about it and never use it. You know exactly what's in here, and of course these are wipe clean too, so if you do happen to have any spillages or leakages, then you can easily wipe these clean. Double handled as well, so it makes it nice and easy to carry, nice and easy to store. If you multiple buy these too, you can stack them. But what I would say, and I always talk about this, and whenever we talk to Tiffany, you know, think about how these can help you organise your life outside of craft as well. As I say, I was watching Tiffany yesterday. She was talking about, you know, when you go away on holiday, I think it was this one here she was talking about, you know, putting things like, you know, underwear in, your socks in, you know, sort of compartmentalising your suitcase and having everything there in one place. Yes, I mean, George is, you know, George loves his tech, you know, George with the joystick. He's gone for cables. Put your cables in here. Why not? It's just about all getting sorted, getting everything popped away and stored nice and neatly. That's the large one. 25 bonus points on all of these easy to store zip and store, so £9.59 or $11.96. Then we've got the large rectangle. I mean, you must be looking at these and thinking these are fantastic for all sorts of storage, right?
I need them in my life, many places, but absolutely for crafting, because you have to be able to see it for a start. But the cables as well, everything, every electronic thing you've got in a cable. Yeah. That's what we're always searching for, the perfect cable storage.
Absolutely right. And again with this one, I mean, in here we've popped in this. By the way, you don't get the products in these. These are just for demonstration purpose. But again, perfect for popping in your fabrics. If you are into your sewing, into your soft craft, you know, maybe if you're into your knitting, some of those bigger tools can go in here absolutely nice and easily. But again, we've popped in some fabric. Some of our sprays are in there too. All wipe clean, all see-through once again, and nice for the fact that you've got a couple of handles once again. So, you know, really nice and easy to transport and carry. I saw this one yesterday, and no word of a lie, I think perfect for, I know a lot of people carry these in their car. Have you got one of those like emergency kits in the back of your car with the little cone, not the cone, the triangle, your warning triangle and your other bits and pieces? It'll go in there, not your cone, the warning triangle, easily go in there with some of your tools in your boot, rather than, your high vis, your torch, but not a cone would go in there. I was thinking triangle, and cone came out. £9.59, $11.96 if you're platinum, 25 bonus points on that one as well. Next up, where do you want to go? Small square. This one, again, super cute, super diddy. Once again, got your strong bottom on there, just to open this one up. Quite nice as well, I suppose, just to pop in little bits and pieces if you are going away on a little holiday, want to take some bits and pieces with you. We've got some of our glitters in here. What else have we got? We've popped in a little ink pad in there too, some pokey tools. Perfect size, actually. And we had these on yesterday. How wonderfully do those stack your foam pads in? They sit in there absolutely perfectly. So if you need a little foam pad holder, those would be great. I know he's probably already got these, to be fair, but great for popping all your foam pads in, stack these up, popping something like this on your craft desk. Again, platinum price on these, £7.19, $19.56, and 25 bonus points on these, of course, as well. And then one more to show you is your, yes, Johnny, you guessed correctly, the small rectangle. Now, forget what I said earlier on when I said, you know, these aren't kind of like for specific things, whack in these whatever you want. I mean, whack into the small rectangle whatever you like. However, parfait, as they say en français.
Oh, I have to have that one.
Huh?
I have to have that one.
It's great, isn't it?
Yes, perfect.
Now, we worked out yesterday, we reckon you'll get in 32 of your ink pads, potentially 36. And if you get in 36, that's all of your colours, whether you're going for the water reactive Euro opaques or whether you're going for your quick dries. Yeah, so we've got, I won't bother counting them again. It was, you can get 36 in here, I'm going with it. But look at that, all beautifully, neatly stacked. Again, well, this is great, isn't it? If you want to take them all away with you, I would imagine a lot of you probably have our trays to be able to store your ink pads on, but this is a great way, well, it's an alternative way to store them if you want to store them on your shelves, an alternative way as well to be able to take these with you, but you will store a full collection in there, no bother. Again, see-through, white clean, easy to transport, that double zip detailing on the top, solid bottom as well, 25 bonus points, $7.99, $10.36 if you're platinum. That is a great buy. All of those are on the Shop the Day page alongside the plaid paper pads, which are also back in the Shop the Day page. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Crafting at a different level today, says Elizabeth. So pleased to have Sheena back. I've got some of your original dies from Crafter's Companion years past. And Jane Quigley just saying, yes, these would be great for packing for holidays. Perfect for popping it into your suitcase. Well, that was it. First show. How was it? Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Brilliant. Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah.
Fabulous. It was really, really enjoyed it. Thanks, everybody. And thanks for making me feel so welcome as well. It's been lovely.
It's
Thank you.
like you've never been away. Do you fancy doing it again in an hour?
Let's do it.
Yes. We've got a masterclass coming up. What we're going to be, I'm glad you said that. Can you imagine? Should we do it again in an hour? No, I think I've had enough for today. Thanks very much. What we're going to be looking at in the masterclass?
We are going to be more inking, more stenciling, using them in different ways, making different backgrounds, well, actually full projects. So, and possibly a little bit of improvisation, because you know me.
You improvise?
As if. Yeah.
It's going to be a great show, and then of course Sheena will be back with us tonight as well for Beautiful Beginnings. And as I say, particularly great that show if you are fairly new to crafting. It's a really good show to jump in, pick up loads of inspiration and ask those burning questions too. But in the meantime, do make sure you get your carts and your baskets checked out. Make sure you check the website out as well for our April showers deals. We've got up to 50% off selected stamps and dies currently, alongside a whole host of other goodies. You can see everything that we've featured on these shows on the Shop the Day page on the website. But until 2 o'clock this afternoon, have a brilliant hour. We'll catch you back here for that masterclass. I can't wait. Sure, you can't wait either. We'll see you in about an hour's time. Bye for now.